Discord on edgeful. And for the guys watching on social media, that's what I was just getting set up in the background, making sure everything's running all good. Good to have you on. Okay, let's speak about a few things. Got some DAX shorts on at the moment, which are working out really, really nicely. We currently are moving down below previous day's lows. But basically, my short was simple. We're trading underneath the opening range low for the DAX. You know, the opening range on the DAX is from 9 to 9:15 a.m. Eastern time at the moment, which is currently 3 to 3:15 a.m. Eastern time. It will always be 3 to 3:15 a.m. Eastern time. South African time, where I'm trading from, will change from day to day. Well, from when they change hours, sorry. From, February to, I think it's March to November, it will be 9 o'clock, and then November to March, it is the opposite way. It's going to be an hour later, 10 o'clock. But always 3 to 3:15 a.m. Eastern time. And that's this indicator with edgeful that I use to plot that opening range for me, which is really, really neat. I've taken most of it off. We do have some news coming out in the next couple of minutes. Let's just pull this up here on Forex Factory. Okay, if you got any questions in the chat or anything that you want me to cover, put it up. We do have USD unemployment claims at 2:30 p.m. South African time. Mark not working if you're speaking. I think you muted me. You muted me. Yep, you muted me yesterday. Let me just put that up for her. Yep. You muted me yesterday. Yep. There you go. You should unmute me now, her. There you go. You should be able to hear me. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you guys can hear me in the chat. Yeah, I think, Hoa, you muted me because of the double echo. Remember when I was on with Andre here in the Discord as well as the live stream. Okay, so we do have some USD unemployment claims happening at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, which is obviously 2:30 p.m. South African time. And then we also have flash manufacturing PMI. This is this day towards the end of the month where we have a bunch of news events, these flash manufacturing PMI, towards the rest of the latter half of the month, all in one day. We had Euro, GBP, and now we have USD as well. So news coming out in a bit that led me to be a little bit more aggressive on my profit taking. Okay, so let's go again to some edgeful reports. And I want to speak about yesterday's price action. I want to speak about yesterday's price action. Okay, the DAX now coming underneath. I've got a lot of trend indicators on here that I like to use, but coming underneath that 5-day moving average, as well as the weekly VWAP and the 200 EMA. So we're starting to roll over. Maybe a nice position for longer term could be an entry here, stop at the higher, and you could target lows, which would be give you a nice risk reward ratio on that trade as well. We'll keep an eye out on that. Let's speak a little bit about what happened on the US markets yesterday. And things are, starting to roll over again for the Dow, NASDAQ, and the S&P, all three indexes trading way lower from where we were yesterday. Funny enough, I actually like the shorts. Let's just speak about SPX. It's the one I trade the most. Yeah, okay, nice. Okay, so all good now. Hoa, you can hear me now. Yep, perfect. So let's speak about the S&P 500 chart, and let's get that up over here like this. Okay, let's actually turn. It's getting a bit too much with that, kind of like that 200 EMA on, so we can just turn that off. Okay, there we go. So we can see that yesterday, funny enough, that I like the shorts. I spoke on it here. We had taken out the previous day's lows, but we are in a buy the dip market that we have been running up. Look at the daily time frame. We have been running up since those tariff lows over there. But yesterday put in 2 red days, and the last time we actually did that was back in the beginning of May, 6th of May, where we had 2 consecutive red days in a row on the S&P 500. Okay, so we have been in, definitely, I would say, buy the dip on that run up at the moment, but very, very strong aggressive sell-off, obviously, on that bond news that came through. But I like the shorts. I actually, funny enough, used the orb to make money on the longs. So I got this piece over there on the longs, and then obviously we move off of those key. It's funny enough, we actually move off all 3 key moving averages, the 200 the weekly VWAP, as well as the 5-day simple moving average as well. So very, very very, very aggressive sell-off yesterday. I mean, we literally sold off on the S&P. We literally sold off from the highs. I got these longs over there, but we sold off from the high to low 100 points. And I mean, that was quite aggressive. So today, I mean, I wouldn't be looking at price action. Does not look like it's squeezing at the moment. It doesn't look like they're squeezing. We are trading underneath previous days lows. So, for now, I'm going to keep my head on a swivel and just pay what's in front of me. We obviously got this news coming out in the next bit as well, which will obviously lead to some volatility. Let's speak a little bit about that opening candle continuation report that I have spoken about. And if you guys want a free trial to edgeful, again, no one will know this unless they join the stream. You can hit the link in my bio over here, okay, like this. And come check them out over here. edgeful, put in your card details. They won't charge you. They'll give you a 7-day free trial. But that's where you can get it. You'll only know that if you actually join stream. Okay, so let's speak about this opening candle continuation, because I think a lot of the times that first hour can help in terms of giving a great direction for the rest of the day. So let's speak about this. Let's go to the last 3 months. Okay, let's go to the last 3 months. And what we can actually see on ES, this is the S&P 500, so ES. In the last 3 months, if that first hour, so from 9:30 to 10:30, if that is a bullish open to bullish close, we will have a bullish day. So if the first hour is bullish, we will have a bullish closing day. Vice versa for the shorts, also 75% of the time. So that is a great stat. If you want just a simple trading strategy, have a look, use that first hour along with the opening range. And that is going to be a great way to start. I think a lot of people, yes, I'm a discretional trader, but a lot of traders should be using, trading data from edgeful to actually still make discretional trading decisions. Any thoughts or questions on that? Good morning from Houston. What's up, Bob? Good to have you on. What's up, Sparky? Yep. Okay, so as I said, you can get that free trial with edgeful in the link that I've just put in the chat over there. Let's put it over here as well. Okay. There we go. Okay, so as I said, using that first hour to determine where we could be heading is critical. But yesterday, as I said, I did like the shorts. I obviously got the longs off that opening range high break. Let's pull that up. I actually took that live on stream. So let's go like that. I took the longs over here. This is the 5-minute chart on S&P. I got the longs in over here. I suffered a little bit of drawdown, but my stop was underneath the lows, and I managed to catch that 25-point move to the high side before obviously the sell-off that had a pretty aggressive sell-off. And it was a nice green day for me after a couple of red days. So I will take that. I spoke about that on my social media. I put that on my Twitter. I put that on my YouTube and on my Instagram about how just being present and knowing that if you've had a couple of losing days, it's going to happen. You can't win all the time. Just refocusing and resetting. And it was nice to put in a nice green day yesterday. So we're trading underneath previous days lows, guys. We definitely are not looking like we're wanting to bounce here. But let's see what the open brings. Just in terms of stocks, we have got Tesla down 1%, almost 2%, Nvidia down. Mag 7 stocks are all down at the moment now, except Google. World market indexes, DAX trading lower, the Japanese Nikkei trading lower as well. And then Bitcoin actually up above 110K. So it's going to be a nice trading day, I think. I think we could still possibly get extension shorts. Let's stay focused. Let's see what we do get. And let's wait for good, solid setups. And again, if you've been suffering a little bit of drawdown, take it easy. Refocus. Go back to the setups that make sense for you. I've given you an easy setup that you could be looking at, that first hour's bias, using that opening candle continuation with edgeful. And perfect, guys. I will see you in the Discord for the rest of the day. If you aren't in the edgeful Discord, come over here to the edgeful website and join our Discord for free. Again, the algos are spoken about there, everything like that. So appreciate you guys.